I am Lamont at Large. Today I am at Mt Moro Cemetery here in St. Joseph, Missouri. Two graves by themselves right here. William H. Dow and Mary L. Cartier Crane. A very, very, very interesting last name right here, Ransom. It is an English name taken from a side of the country where somebody would live. Of course, it's spelled with an I there. And also the term ransom, the way we use it now, comes from a pirate who lived in England that would charge people some amount of money for them to cross some body of water. He was a pirate and his last name was Ransom. He lived by the Ransom River in England. So the term holding something for ransom came from that. Or it could have came from many other things. There's so many different stories that, that just changed throughout the ages. Now, I'm not sure who did this or if it was just the elements. I don't know if you can see, we're kind of on a sort of a slope. So maybe just over time, just the weight of it alone. I wish I had the strength to pick it up. I mean, these stones must weigh about 300 pounds. You would basically need a forklift to put it back up, but I'm imagining some kind of cement compound would fix that no problem. I wish they would fix it. I hate seeing stuff like this. One day when I become a very rich, famous, successful YouTuber, I'll have the money to go rent like a little forklift and just do it myself. And then I'll just hire somebody. Juliet Buell, that disciple whom Jesus loved, born February 24th, 1834, fell asleep May 6th, 1871. This is her husband, George Buell, next to her. He died about 29 years later in 1900. How many times did George come to visit your grave for the 29 years after that you fell asleep? How many times he cried? How often would he come to visit you? George loved you very much. In memory of Robert Boyle, a native of Scotland, one of the pioneers and 4th mayor of St. Joseph, Missouri, died January 31st, 1873, about 75 years old. An honest man, the noblest work of God. There's a couple of children here, John and Henry Arnho. John was born November 15th, 1858, and died November 7th, 1860. And his brother was born January 29th, 1862, and died March 8th of the same year. Little boys in 1860, little boys. I wonder what happened. Did they get another chance? Are they reincarnated as somebody else? Everyone deserves a second chance, right? This is the grave of Charles M. Howe, 1851 to 1914, and it was erected by his student members of St. Joseph's Christian Science Association in 1921. So basically, he was one of those Christian Science guys, if you will. I have another couple words to use for those people, but they use really unscrupulous practices, thinking that they can heal people through touch and all that or what have you. So I don't know. An interesting monument to say the least, but as to the association itself, I don't know enough about it to really comment, but some of you guys know what I'm talking about. That's some pretty fancy crypts right here. I would say this is one of the coolest crypts I've ever seen. This looks awesome. I love the architecture on it. Jacob Geiger, medical doctor, and his wife, Louise Colatz Geiger. You kids might not know who they are, but that is Minnie Mouse, and that's Donald Duck. They came out a little bit after your time, but I'm quite sure you kids would have enjoyed them as I did when I was a child. Okay guys, that was a quick tour of the Mt Moro Cemetery here in St. Joseph, Missouri. I got to get out of here. I got another 50 miles to drive. I got another couple videos to do up the road here. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Live but not live, but I'm still alive by the grace of God. I am again at the Mt Moro Cemetery here in St. Joseph, Missouri. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate it. Peace out.